Hey guys, RTT back here for another video. Guys, today I have an interesting video for you. I have in front of you a brand new Surface Duo 1. And I know you might say, wait, hold up. Don't you own the Surface Duo 1? Yes, but it does have Windows 11 on it, and I wanted to go ahead and buy a brand new one. Bought this off Amazon. I already unboxed it technically. I took it out, updated it, made sure I had the latest and greatest updates. So it does have Android 12, so we don't have to go ahead and do that all in this video. We can just skip through all that crap and get right on to the good stuff, which of course is the actual phone. So we go ahead and pull this off. Let's go ahead and take a look. There we are, boys. We have the Surface Duo 1, which in my opinion is still a very capable device. A lot of people are crapping on this device and not loving it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do have some applications installed, including my YouTube channel actually. We're going to take all that off. But look at this bad boy. Just till this day, one of the most beautiful devices you will ever see. Design-wise, one of the most beautiful devices. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. So, before we get into the rest of this, we're going to go ahead and actually do the specs here of this device. So this device does have Android 12L, which of course is freaking amazing. By the way, here's a cool thing you get out of this. So starting off right away, we have our little bumper case. Yes, you get a case with the phone. This is absolutely insanity. An actual case with the phone. Something that we do not see in any way nowadays. My guy cannot speak right now. But it is a $40 bumper. That's another thing really cool. It's actually a $40 bumper case, which usually if they do ever include a case, it's like a $5 plastic case. It's a $40 bumper case, which is actually really dope. Now you guys can see this one right here is not that's not factory. Yeah, I did take out the charger so I could actually charge the phone. Surprisingly enough, when I got this phone, it was completely dead. I'm not sure if that is because this thing was literally sitting in a warehouse for the last 2 years. Because usually when you get a phone, it's not 100% dead. Usually it does have some battery in it, usually like 50%. Usually they have it like that so they can test it before they ship it. Yeah, no, this thing was completely dead. So, yes, you actually get a power brick too. You get a charging cable and a power brick. That's crazy. By the way, recently, Apple got fined for that. I think they got fined $19 million. For not including that. You also get some more goodies in this box, which I have not opened up yet. So let's go ahead and see what we get out of this. You do get in this one. I know I'm a little close to the camera here. Oh, okay. So this is actually what a charging cable was. See, I told you. I took out the charging cable. I won't lie. I took out the charging cable. Okay. But in this one, you do go ahead and actually get the manual. You get the little SIM remover. Right here, SIM removal, and I'm not sure what this is. This is actually kind of cool. And you get the manual and everything, so if you want the manual, you can have the manual. So, this bad boy right here, let's go ahead and go over the spec list here. Is running Android 12L, which of course is absolutely amazing. It has a Gorilla Glass Victus front panel, which is a Gorilla Glass 5. So this one right here. On the back, you are getting Gorilla Glass Victus 5 again. It's a nano SIM / eSIM, which is actually the new iPhones and new phones coming out nowadays. They're pretty much all eSIMs, so this is actually not surprising or, different than what we actually are kind of getting into. Of course, this phone is like 2 years old. The phone came out in 2020, so August 12th of 2020, so it's a little bit over 2 years old. It does have an AMOLED display, which is an 8.1 inch right here. So a total of 8.1 inches. Of course, the biggest issue with this phone was always the what's called the bezels, which I never had an issue with personally, but I know some people do not like the bezels, and they will absolutely go to war with you over the bezels of this phone. That's why Surface Duo 2 was so amazing when it didn't have the bezels. And so many people were so happy because it took away the biggest issue of this phone, which to a lot of people. The resolution of this display right here It's going to be 1800 by 2700 pixels with a 3.2 ratio. That, of course, puts it above around 1440p. Overall wise, not bad. Especially for a phone coming out in 2020. That's foldable. First revolutionary phone of its own kind. So that's actually a really cool thing. It does come with each panel is 5.6 inches. And each panel is 60 hertz. So, of course, the big upgrade with the Surface Duo 2 was going from 60 hertz to 90 hertz panels. Still not 120 hertz. We are expecting to hopefully see that with the Surface Duo 3. But for the Duo 2, we are just seeing 90 hertz, Duo 1 60 hertz. This bad boy does go ahead and come in with a Snapdragon 855 processor, Adreno 640 GPU. The main camera is 11 megapixels, and there's only one camera, by the way. This is the only camera. I'm going to go ahead and put it on this one. This is the only camera, boys. Yeah. Isn't that funny? That's kind of, there's actually a whole thing behind that, though. So this camera is 11 megapixels, right? It's actually not 11 megapixels. This camera right here is 13 megapixels. But because it's under the display, it actually gets 3 less megapixels. So this was actually 2 less. So it actually got 2 less. And that's kind of funny because you think about it with the Galaxy Z Fold 4. That plastic display, a lot of people complain about the under display camera. There's a reason why that is only 4 megapixels. Because even with this camera, underneath all this glass, it simply does not make sense to... It simply cannot be the max resolution you want it to be. Has no 3.5mm headphone jack. It does have a 3577 battery. No NFC. No wireless charging. No waterproofness. $317 is how much this bad boy costs. So now going ahead and taking a look at this phone. Let's go ahead and unlock it here. Let's take a look at Android 12L, which, to be honest, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, number one thing, this phone does not have, while yes, it does have 12L, which is cool, it has no 12L taskbar, which of course is a little bit of an L. Pun included. No, it does not have any Android 12L taskbar, which really does suck, because that's in my opinion, one of the best features of the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is that 12L taskbar. And the fact that it is removed takes away a lot from the phone, especially in the aspect of multitasking. Don't get me wrong. You're not fooling anybody by saying this phone. You're not fooling anybody by saying that this phone is out of date when it comes to processing units, right? So, any ability possible to actually give it the extra kick in multitasking would be an absolute W. But, sadly, you're just not getting that with this phone. But, what it does go ahead and do with Android 12L is, first off, the cameras are so much more improved. That was one of the biggest issues with this phone when it first came out, was of course the camera system. And to be honest, it is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to tell you right now, anyone who says this phone does not create beautiful pictures is absolutely lying. It was not really that good when it first came out. Since all the upgrades to the camera softwares with all these OS upgrades, this phone is absolutely amazing for photography now. Now, it's not going to compare to a DSLR or a Galaxy S22 Ultra or even an iPhone 14 Pro. At that price tag, are you really expecting it to, though? At a $300 price tag, it's going to be out any camera in that general range, and that's really all you want. Especially if this is your daily driver / phone you're going to have in your pocket at all times. Now, overall wise, would I recommend this phone to the average person buying a cell phone? Probably not. It's not because of the fact that it lacks features or just simply can't compare to other phones. It really comes down to one simple fact. This is a very niche product that makes it really hard to ever recommend to someone just getting into foldable phones. So instead of them going ahead and getting this as their main daily driver, I recommend this phone as a secondary device. A phone that kind of gets you into that foldable phone space, and then you can start seeing how amazing this phone is, rather than trying to make this your daily driver, getting ticked off because of all the stuff it is lacking, and not truly seeing the true potential of this beautiful phone. So with that being said, at $300, you want to pick it up as a secondary device in 2022, it's an absolute W. You can also put Windows 11 on it, which is absolutely crazy. Videos on the channel on how to do that. Guys, if you have not done so already, make sure to like, subscribe, and down below. I'll see you guys next.